No. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Suzanne. How are you this morning? Lovely to see you here. Now, for some reason, my laptop is only giving. Anyway, there we go. All right, let me see if I just pop out a little bit with that. If it makes a difference. I've been fiddling with all my. No, it doesn't really. I've been fiddling with all my bits and pieces on here this morning, so that might work. We'll see. All right. Hopefully I don't look like a ghost again this morning. Hopefully. I don't know what it was. I think it must have been the light coming through the window. So today is my last day of working with the Pears Suite. So I thought I'd do something just a little bit different, and I thought I would bring in another suite with it. Morning, Daryl. How are you this morning? Suzanne and Daryl Rons both said hello, Mum.
Hello.
Okay, so I brought another suite in, and I wanted to make sure that it was still current. So the one that I brought in is the Mediterranean blooms, I think it's called, with the oranges and the lemons on it. So all I could see when I went in was just the paper. So I don't know that the dies and stamps are still available. That's good to hear, Daryl. You're feeling a lot better now. Nothing worse than feeling yucky, especially, yeah. Anyway, so that's what I've done today. So it might be 2 quicker cards today. Oh, here we go. Now
making a fruit salad, are you?
Well, would you have a fruit salad with lemons?
Yeah, I love lemon rind.
You like all sorts of queer stuff, you do. Let me turn that off. That's it. We won't hear that ding now, will we?
Oh, I see.
All right. So that's the plan for today. So today also is the last day of the two-tone cardstock special. 20% off, which makes it a fantastic bargain for those that are interested in that sort of thing. I did play a little bit with it yesterday, and I haven't got those cards here either. They're out there. But yeah, so everything's been a bit of a rush, hasn't it? Everything seems to have been a bit of a rush. Yeah.
It's because you've got to keep clearing the bed off.
It is probably because I use the bed as a platform to put all my stuff on.
Not for
and
dancing
then
on.
Pardon?
You said platform. I said not for dancing.
No, not for dancing on. I was taught at a young age not to bounce on the beds. Yeah, so at the moment we actually have Lando in here instead of Raja, which is quite unusual. He has gone to sleep, and he wants to stay that way because Lando's a lot bigger than Raja, and a
lot naughtier,
and a lot younger. So Raja's 9 and Lando's 2. So hi, Marlene, how are you this morning? Good to see you. Yeah, so I have Lando this morning. And yeah, he's gone to sleep. Mind you, his ears are upright, which means he's listening to everything I say. Poor boy, he gets into trouble quite a bit, doesn't he?
Yep.
All right, so let me go. Oh, so yes, the two-tone cardstock sale ends today. So if you were planning on getting some, you get 20% off, which is a fantastic deal. If you're a demonstrator, you get your own discount off of that as well. And then, of course, you still get your points, your credits. So I actually used some of mine yesterday because I wanted the cardstock, but I didn't want to spend a huge amount of money. So I used some of my credits yesterday, which was great. Awesome to use them for stuff like that. It's something that's come out of the blue and we weren't expecting it. So you probably I wouldn't have been putting an order in, But because it's come up at a time when I wasn't expecting to be putting an order, I was able to use the credits that I had. So the credits do come in handy. Alrighty, so let me go down to the desk and see what we've got. Oh, see, I've got now. I changed all this today, so hopefully we're in a bit of a better spot, because yesterday when I played it back, I noticed that you couldn't see half of what I was doing. If that happens, yell, someone yell. So this is the plan that I have for today, and I've sort of set it out on the card, and then I took a photo because I always forget. Alrighty. Hi, Roz. How are you today? Yep, Mum's still here today. She'll, I think, when are you going home? Monday. Monday. Yeah. My brother's in a golf tournament Sunday. So, and he plays golf on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's
and Tuesday and Thursday.
it's up my grandson, Mum's great grandson's 13th birthday tomorrow, and it turns out that I've probably got to work all day, but we'll see. Alrighty, so lemons, oranges, and pears today. So I've cut the normal size card base, which is 5 3/4 by 8 inches. And then this is the second base, which is 5.5 by 3 3/4. So I just want to pop this on here. Like I said, I've got 2 cards this morning, but it'll probably be fairly quick. The other one might be a bit longer because I don't really know what I'm doing with it. Alrighty, so that is the back of one of the lemons sheets, which gives us a lovely little background there to work on. And then what I've done, I don't want to move this too much, but I have taken a photo because it took me forever to work out how I was going to place it. So I'm going to place this up like this. Now, this one came from Spotlight on Nature. So the other set of nesting dies that I really love. There we go. Let's grab that and that. And I will pop this up. So I'm not going to put anything underneath it, I don't think. So I'll just put these around the edge. And if I do decide to put something underneath it, I will have to. So yesterday, after we finished on here, we went to the market. And of course, as soon as we got there, it rained. I don't know about anywhere else, but our market used to be huge and now it's so small. And when they used to close at 2 o'clock and now they close at 12.
Yeah, they used to be up one street and down the other, didn't
That's
they?
right,
Yeah,
they did.
yeah.
It used to be over 2 of the main streets.
Ours is the same in Bundaberg.
And now it's gone. Hi Sue, how are you this morning? Yeah, and now it's just gone down to, well, 3/4 of a street, really, because
yeah.
I mean, it wasn't
Big spaces between each store.
Yeah, it's a bit sad, isn't it? All these things are going out of. Right, before I do anything else, I'm going to doctor my, you know how I doctor my pears. To me, that's just too green. You wouldn't eat it. Maybe you're not supposed to eat it. I don't know. So I'm just gonna, I just want to pop a bit of, I'm using, what am I using? Pumpkin pie. And I just want to just pop a little bit in there just to give it that little bit of a blush. At least it looks half edible. There we go. It's not too bad. Let's see if I can get a bit more just over this way. Pick up a bit of that. And that looks a bit better, I think, don't you? It gives it a little bit of a I know, work tends to get in the way of a lot of things, doesn't it? I don't work anywhere near as much as I did, but even with what I'm doing at the moment, I'm, you know, thinking, oh, well, it's still a bit too much. Hi, Holly. How are you today? Now, I'm just going to put my little black bit in the top here because it's just like a little C that I put up there. It just gives somewhere for that to actually grow out of, okay? So that's my reasoning for that. Oops. So I'm just going to attach, oh, there it is, that end. I'm just going to attach this with just a teeny bit of glue, and it takes a second, but hey, I can live with that. We'll just leave that for a minute. I thought I could still see orange down there, and I can't. All right, so what I want to do now is I want to put the lemon and the orange like that. I have this pear, which I'm going to pop up there, and then I have this pear here. So everything, now I'm going to have a look because I took a photo before. Not with that idea.
There it is.
So that I can see how I had it laid out, because I do this every time. I think, yep, that's fantastic. And then, right, so what did I have? I had the lemon like that, and then the orange, and then I had that pear sitting down in there, and this one sitting somewhere on top, and then I popped that down in there. It'll come down a bit further, of course, like that. That's how I had it, isn't it? Sort of, kind of. Anyway, we'll have a look. So I'm going to pop. Oh, got a big picture of it. So I'm going to put the lemon down flat. Thanks, Holly. So this is bringing in, now, if they bring in apples and peaches or something, we're going to end up with a fruit basket, aren't we? Okay, so I just want to put the lemon up there like that, and then we're going to pop the orange here. So will I put the orange up? No, I think I'll leave the orange down flat as well. Because really our focus is on the pears. So I'm just going to pop that there like that, so that just comes over, and you can just see that other flower there. Now this little pear here, this is off of one of the main sheets, but it's quite cute, so I thought it would look nice. Actually, can't lift that now, can I? Yeah, I can. I'm just going to pop that just in under there like that, and I'm going to lay that one flat as well. My dog won't go out if it's raining. I think she'll just hold on and hold on. Okay, so now, sorry, I'm just going to keep looking at what I had, because otherwise let me lift that, and then this is going to pop. Probably should have put that under a bit before I put that down, but that's okay. Alrighty, so now this one is going to pop under there just like that. All right. So I do have the main pear, which I will sort of like put on the top here, but I like this bit of greenery that's sort of a bit blue. I'm just going to cut a bit of that out, get a bit more shape to that leaf. I think I just chopped it off yesterday. It's weird, isn't it? You can see in your head what you want, and then sometimes when it comes to actually putting it down on card, it looks totally different. But then you get the other times when it just all falls into place. Thanks, Roz. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this down under there just so that we've got that little bit of an extra colour in there. Just down in there to give that. Now, it's funny because sometimes I'll go out and my husband will say, let me see the card you made. And I'll take it out and I might have something just hanging off the edge a little bit. And he goes, well, that's no good, is it? You've got that hanging off the edge. So I try not to, yeah, where should we put this pear? It was a bit of a, might just, you know what, if I was to just put it on the top, although it covers that, let's pop it on the top there like that, because you can see the other pear behind it. Okay, let's use these. And I don't really want it to be overkill. But then I don't want it to, and then we'll just pop a couple of the smaller ones up here. All right, let's see how we go with that. I'm not going to press it down hard to start with, because if I do, I'll have to pull all of it off if I don't like it. Okay, so I'm sort of thinking, yep, I think maybe a little bit like that, because you can see that other pear underneath it. Oops, don't do that to me. Okay, so then we've got that one sticking up on the top. That gives us the oranges, the lemons, and the pears. Now, what I can do is leave that out altogether. All right. So we have some other flowers there. So that's the card. Now we need a sentiment. Oh dear, I always get, what did I do with that? Oh, that's that. Yep. I always get stuck when it comes to sentiments, because you just never know.
A gift? That's with that one. See?
A gift.
That's got the fruit ones.
Yeah. That's the one that, so a good friend is a gift.
Mm.
We can put thank you. We can put congratulations. I'm thinking maybe just thank you on this one. If I can find thank you. Quite a nice one, actually. And what I do have to do, I'll tell you what I didn't do on that pear was a little bit of splatter. I can still do it probably. No, I won't, because I'd have to, these two have to go back, but I've got to clean them, so I'm going to put them on the top. And we're just going to put a, what did I say it was going to be? Thank you across the bottom there. So I'll put that on there. And I think I'm going to do it in light of navy, which is what the background here is. Just get a scrap. From somewhere. I'd be surprised where I'd find stuff. And I will stamp thank you, but I'm just going to smoosh it off because I haven't used this one. I just don't want to go straight in and have it do something. Oh no, that's good.
Oh, it's very clear, that.
You sound as surprised as I do, Mum. Okay, so let me, because I don't know what I'm. Oh, it is lovely and clear, that one, isn't it? Not sure what I'm going to cut it out with yet, so let's have. I don't want to use that one because I'm not sure whether I don't think the dies and that are still available. Citrus Blooms was the stamp set that I used, and like I said, I think you can still get. I know you can still get the paper. Oh, look at that. That'll fit in there. All right, let me do that. Look, I went searching for a piece of white, and there's a piece of white in there. He's watching me, you know.
Is he? He goes eyes shut.
He keeps opening one of them.
He's winking at you.
I don't know what he's doing. Hoping this is going to come out all right because it looks like it should be fine. I just don't want to lose the T at the top. I mean, let me see. Otherwise, I'm going to have to choose another. Oh no, that worked okay, didn't it? Beautiful. All right, so that was out of the Perfectly Pears. I've got that there.
If you finish with that one, then.
Yeah, I finished with that one. Just go careful because they're going to
fall
out.
I will do.
All right. So now I'm just going to put that thank you across the bottom. Okay. Ooh, they're a bit big. Let's use the Liplies. Well, Kevin always says to me, if you don't want me to tell you the truth, why do you ask me in the first place? So I suppose he does have a point. Usually, though, I ask him when I know that it's not up to a standard that I'd like it to be and hope that he's going to say, oh, no, it's fine. But I'm putting lots on here because these long, thin ones, if you don't put enough behind them, they tend to sag. And that's not very straight, Lorraine. But hey-ho. Look at that. That might come off. I won't push it on too hard, and then I can take it off and straighten it. Actually, it doesn't look too bad, but I can see it's not straight. All right, and then we will get some gems. And I'm thinking, now there was gems that actually came with the not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one, that one. The Citrus Blooms. So I'm thinking, oh, I've got two lots in there. Why have I got two lots in there? What's that one? Oh, they're heavy. That's the florally ones. They shouldn't be in there. Gee, they're heavy. That's the pressed flower motifs. All right, so with this one, we have the blue, the clear. Here, let me show you. You can basically see we've got the blue, which I think will go nice with this. We do have the yellow and we have the clear. So I think I'm going to go with the blue. I'm not going to put one on there because I'm going to do a new one of those. And or will I do the yellow? I might actually do the yellow because I'm thinking of, if I put one down here and then put where else will I put one? One up here. Oh, that doesn't really show up very well on there. And then we'll put another one down here. There we go. So we've got that. I want to put a little bit of Wink of Stella on the flowers. I had to order another Wink of Stella as well, didn't I? So a little bit of Wink on the flowers. Got quite a few flowers in here. And then now we've got another one under here, so I'll do this one as well. And then I'll just cut an insert for this. Oh, an insert for this one. So I think I will do oh, I'm sorry. Did I move you? Can you move back? Sorry.
Hang on.
Hang on. She says hang on. I've got nothing to hang on to. Let's see if I've got a piece of. So always have a look through my bit box just in case I've got a bit big enough to do what I want to do. No, yeah, that one will do it, I think. All right. So I'm just going to do 5.5 by 3 3/4. So that's the bottom part. And then I'll just cut, that's thick. I'll cut a white piece, which is 3.5 by 5 1/4. So we'll go 3.5 by 5 1/4. And that will be our insert. I'm just going to pop that onto there. I've said to my husband before, you know, like he's really good with his hands. Makes all sorts of stuff, doesn't he, Mum? And like I said to you, he was making me I haven't heard anything about it for a couple of days, so I'm assuming it's still in the process, but a container to put all my stamps in, slip them in so that I know where they are and what they are. And I might just put that little flower there. See, I knew I cut it for a reason. Yeah, and I've said to him, like, see if you can design me a a fun fold, fancy fold. And he has a think about it, and then I don't hear any more about it. And then one day he will come in here and say, I've just thought of this, and we'll try it and see if it works. But you never get an answer from my husband straight away, ever. Do you?
That thing there, did he make it with that machine?
Yeah, with the 3D printer.
That takes a long time to do, doesn't it?
Well, it depends what you're going to do.
I didn't know you could do it. It stood up that high though. Oh.
Yeah. When we were in England, we went to Bewley. They actually had the first 3D printed car there. I mean, it must have taken, I can't remember how long I said it took, but it was an actual car and it was 3D printed. We just...
There's a man at the Bundaberg market does that sort of thing, makes that sort of...
They don't like to say anything too quick, do they, Sue? You know, it's sort of like, well, if I say yes, then I've committed myself. But if I don't say anything and come up with something, she'll think I'm really clever. No, I'm talking about... There we go. Just pop a little bit of that on there. Bit of wink on the inside, and we are done. I'll probably change that. Oh, I don't know. Probably change that because it looks a little bit off center to me. But that's the card for this morning. Okay, so that's that one. Now, I had thoughts for a second. Oops. Actually, I think that's what I was going to put that other pair on as well. So I'll just have to cut another one. Okay, so this was my thought for the second card. So I'm going to cut. That's right. I don't need this now because I didn't make a photo of this one because I haven't got a clue really what I'm doing. All right, so we'll go with something a little bit different. So I want 5 3/4 by 8. We're going to have a play with this one. So we're just going with a normal thank you. I'm glad you liked it. I actually stressed over that one because I had to go out. We do trivia on a Thursday night, and I went out and I said to Mum, I can't get that card to work. Oh no, Kim. Are you having internet problems or? At least you're here now, and that's what matters. So you're on Facebook. Do you ever come in on YouTube, or is that what you've been trying to get in on? I'm just going to do this one 3 3/4. Sorry. Yeah, 3 3/4 by 5.5. So. And I'm going to use that as the base there. Now what I want to do is, all right, I didn't take a photo of this one, but I draw pictures, right? And that was where I was going to put that other pair on. Okay, so that one and that one. Oh, okay, that one's got to be a bit smaller. What I was going to do here was I was going to put a strip of the lemons, a strip of the pears, and a strip of the oranges. So what I'm going to do is make these 5.5 inches and see if that works. Yep, should do. Okay, 5.5. Let's see how this works first. Yep. And then I'll make this one 5.5. And I've twisted it because I particularly want to get all the pears in there. So that one. Now these strips are 1 inch wide. And I don't think this one particularly matters. So I'm going to go. Yeah, I didn't think that looked the same all the way down. Just let me. That looks better. Now the oranges. Let me go this way. Sure. So Holly can't get on to YouTube, so she just wants to say hi to everybody. Okay, Kim's on Facebook as well. Sorry, Holly's on Facebook and Kim has been trying to get on. Now I'm getting confused. Okay, so everybody wants to say hi. All right, so now we've got these 3 here, which I'm going to just stick down for now. So what I usually like to do is stick the top one and the bottom one, and then it's usually easier to sort the middle one. So here we go. Everyone's saying hi to you, Kim. What? What, Mum?
Okay.
All right, so I'm just going to stand up to do this, and if my head gets in the way, I am sorry. I'm going to put that one there. Then I'm going to put the oranges at the bottom. All these different backing pieces. I'm just going to pop the oranges down. Leave about the same. There we go. And then this one, I'm just going to pop in the middle of those 2. Oop. All right, so we've got those 3 going across there. You went on to Facebook to say hi to Kim. Oh, that was lovely of you, Holly. All right, so now what I want to do is cut this. And I want to cut it. I'm going to do it in stages because I want to do it. So I'm going to do it 5.25 by. Let's try 5.25 by 3.5 and see if that's. Because that's only taking 1/4 of an inch off, and I think that's still too big because you can't see it. So I'm going to take it down
Are you covering all them up after all?
Well, partly, yeah. That's what I'm trying to work this down now.
Oh,
so,
yeah. I didn't realize you're going to cover them all up.
Well, what am I going to do otherwise? What did you want me to do with them?
Well, I don't know.
Mum's telling me you like it like that as well, do you?
I do too.
Well, okay.
You could put some little thin strips across, I suppose, green.
No.
But you don't really want to do
The
that.
plan was, let me show you, and then we can make a decision because I don't mind either way. I really don't. Let me cut that at 3. What is it? 3 by 3.5 at the moment. So if I had something smaller like that, so you can still see. Do we still like it the other way? Because then I was actually going to do a smaller piece and put on the top of that and then put a pear on the top. So do we leave it with just the stripes and I don't know what I'll put on there yet, but I'll find something. This is your choice now. So Mum, I know Mum likes it like that, but I've got to put something on there. I might put a circle. I could put a circle on there.
Why not put it sort of more to the end so you've still got a lot of the fruit showing?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I can, but then
Yeah.
you've got to put you've got to put a greeting of some sort on there. You can't just have it.
Yeah,
plain.
well, what you're going to put is a plain piece of the greeting on the plain piece.
Okay, let's have a vote. Are we going to are we going to leave it like that, or am I going to put?
Where's the fruit?
Say I put a circle there, and then we put a circle, a white circle, Holly. Right, let's just do a white circle. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lando. Did I wake you up? So we could have that on there.
Could you put one of these pears in it or something like that?
Well, yeah, I can still put a pear on there and
like that one there.
Yeah, I can do that. Circle, Susie,
different.
yep. All would be lovely. So I've done that circle.
Yeah.
I could put let me see what I've already got. So
I thought you
are we all getting sick of pears yet? So we could put the pears on there, or we could go with the bigger one.
You want two.
Do the small ones. All right, let's do that. I'm just going to put this through the. No, where's that one I was using, Mum?
No, that was the one.
No, this one. So let me take. Oh, goodness. I think that's the one that fits on. Yeah, and I'll just cut that out.
Yeah.
Don't move that for a minute, please. Okay. Right, let me. As straight as I can on there. Oh, you're a cranky boy, aren't you? All right, so we could pop that up on there. Do you like that? Is that enough, or is that circle too big? No. Hi, Tanya. How are you?
Do the circle with your brush thing like you did,
You want me to do the circle with the brush thing?
Yeah, I like that.
You do like that. What colour would you like me to do the circle with the brush thing?
You have to do one of the colours. That orangey one would be probably better. No.
Let's move back a little bit, and I'll see what we could do with it.
Well,
there's your wheel. It's okay. Let's have a look. We could do it with a bit of delicate green. A delicate green.
That would be very pale, wouldn't it?
Could use something like Parakeet Party, but I don't even know you can still get that in.
No, leave it now.
I was thinking,
yeah,
maybe the yellow. I don't think we need the pink.
Oh, sorry. Okay, you want your brushes again. Oh, whoops, daisy.
Got that brush out. All right, so not sure I should use that on there. All right,
Oh,
so
that's pretty, yeah.
so you want it in the middle. We'll do it in the middle.
Just do it whatever you want to.
We'll do a.
Yeah, that's it.
Actually, this is Darling Duckling, and it really does have that yellowy effect to it, doesn't it? And just do that in the middle like that.
Yeah, it looks nice like
A
that.
bit light around the outside.
That's it, yeah.
And then put that in there.
Yeah. Gives
That's
it a
what
bit
you
more,
want?
yeah.
Alrighty. Mother's choice.
She can do her own next week.
Well, no, I asked these ladies and gentlemen what they like as well. And you know, it's funny because, Mum, you think you've got it in your head how it's going to look or what you think it might look like.
Yeah.
And then someone throws in another idea, which is great, and it changes everything. So I'm going to put that on there. And we're just going to, how's that?
Yeah. Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah. Which way's the card going then? That way?
That way.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Or, I mean, we can do it that way, but
No,
then everything's
no, the other
upside
way,
down now.
yeah.
So we'll pop that up there like that. Oops. Now you better see if you can find me a sentiment then. Or shall I just leave it plain and do it when I know what I want the card for? I've got one to do today. Well, I haven't got it, and it's not a very pleasant one, so I'll take into work tomorrow. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that on there like that. Now, if I put a greeting anywhere there now, it's going to cover up.
Well, you won't need, I don't think you need a greeting on the front.
You don't think I need a greeting on the front?
Yeah.
All right, okay. So, that's our outside.
That's pretty, I like that.
Yeah, it is a bit of a worry, isn't it, with the COVID? But I think it's just sort of like a flu these days. Perhaps worse than a flu. I'm sure Daryl would correct me on that. But all right. So what color are we going to put on the inside? Let's go with. Let's go with. You're moving backwards. I told you wouldn't have to move today. I lied to you, didn't I? Where's my yellows?
You want to take that in with you, or you've got several of them up there?
Oh, I've got one for each colour scheme.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I have my whites and my beiges and my.
I see.
So I thought maybe if we do the backing part in something like this, or we can use, that's daffodil.
Yeah.
That's not
You've got yellow on there, see? But it's a pale yellow, I know.
Yeah, so what do you want? The orange for the background or with the white, or the yellow with the white?
You choose. I don't know.
Let's do the orange. Let's go.
Yeah, orange.
Let's go bold. All right, so we're gonna do our. Yeah, Mum, you've never had COVID, have you?
No, we don't have things like colds and COVID. I'm healthy apart from my limbs.
I had it, and I didn't know I had it, which makes it sound like it didn't hurt, but it did hurt. Because I have fibromyalgia, the feeling of having the COVID was exactly the same. I thought I was having a flare, and it turned out that it was COVID. Yeah, keep an eye on Mum. Yeah.
I'm all right.
Not you.
Oh.
Daryl's mum.
Oh.
Daryl looks after his mum.
Oh, I see, yeah.
All right, so 5.5 by 3 3/4. Let's do 3 3/4. But yeah, Mum and Ian have managed to stay clear.
7 years, I think it is.
5 1/4. What's 7 years?
We've been together now.
No,
more than that. 10 years.
but I wasn't talking about that.
What
I
is
was
it?
saying you haven't had COVID.
Oh, no. We don't have colds and things like that because we don't heat up the place too much. We keep it cool.
And that's your theory, and you're sticking with it,
Yeah.
aren't you?
Yep.
Okay. And then this one I'm going to do at 3.5 by 5 1/4.
Now, I think that's why there's so many colds in the UK. They've got hot houses and hot shops.
Oh, that's not going to do 5.5, darn it.
Yeah, that's the right size.
I can do it with that. That'll work.
Yeah.
Don't ask me what size it is because I didn't look. Yeah, I was diagnosed back in, oh, goodness. When did you live in the Bay? It was back in 2000, I think. I went through a couple of years worth of tests, but there's no tests for it. Not that it's more of an elimination. Your daughter would have gone through that whole elimination of it's not this and it's not Ross River and it's not this and it's not something else. And yeah, it took a long time, but then we had a really good doctor there, didn't we, when you lived in Harvey Bay? And he eventually said to me, well, he said, this then is what you have. And yeah.
He's the first doctor ever gave me an injection. I didn't even know he'd done it.
That's right. Mum doesn't like injections.
It was good.
All right, so I'm just going to pop this on the inside here. And just for now, I'm not even going to put anything in there, but I will flick a little bit of, it doesn't look straight, but it is. Just got it a bit too much to one side. Put a little bit of this in there, a little bit of the sparkle. What are you doing?
I was trying to see what the Celsius was. It's
Where?
16, is it down there? Yeah, in the corner.
16 degrees Celsius. That, yep.
Oh, that's in this room.
And what should we do here? Should we let's just give these just a little, because I didn't doctor them any other way. So we'll just give those a little bit of that. And then we will get, oh, dear me. Have I got any out?
What are you looking for?
The gems.
Yeah, there was one.
Oh, okay.
Where are they?
I don't know. Where did you pop them?
What's in there?
No, it's not them. It was the blue ones that I had out on the other one.
That's not them, is it in there?
No. Let me have a look. We can use something different. It's not the end of the world. And we will find them after.
I saw some down here.
Actually, they might look quite nice on there. Yeah, they've probably got put somewhere, Mum. Don't worry about it. We'll find them after. All right. I think that these, I don't know if you can see the colours in there. Yeah, Mum likes to have her say, and I like to listen. Oh, I've got 2 of them out. Look at that. And I do like to listen to Mum because she does have some good ideas, don't you, Mum? What are you laughing at?
Do I really?
Should have heard her at trivia last night. It was so funny.
I don't know the answers.
Mum looks at when we have a multiple choice. She looks at the answers and she sees which one she likes, and she says it's that one. And we might have put something totally different because we thought we knew the answer, and we're wrong and she's right. And she goes, "See, I got it right." But oh dear, it is fun. We have a lot of laughs at trivia. You know what I might do? I might just do these all around. I like these. I think they're cute. I'll do a large, a medium, and a small. How's that? You like that?
Yeah.
And okay, so there's our second card. I've just popped those around there, left that quite plain. Thank you all so much for your help with this one, and Mum, of course. Yeah, and we've just got that as our insert. I haven't put anything on it yet. I will attempt to do that when I know what I want to do. So there's our two cards for today. Let me pop that back in there, and I'll pop it over there. It's probably what I've done with the others, Mum. I probably put them over there. So there's our two cards for today, incorporating the pears and the oranges and lemons. Okay, so that was fun today. I enjoyed that.
It's good, that, yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, when I came, I had an idea with this one. And then when I came in this morning, I said to Mum, that's not going to take very long. So I said, we'll have to do another one. And I didn't have a clue what I was going to do, really. So let's go up. There we go. So thanks very much, everyone, for joining us. And I love the conversations that we have in the chat. I know I missed some because I don't look up all the time. You're a bit cool this morning, Mum.
Cold.
It's cold, yeah. Yeah, so I do enjoy the chat, the chitter-chatter, the laughs, yeah, it's really good. And then we get to make some fantastic cards as well. So thank you very much. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you, wasn't I? I just want some thoughts on this. So if you've got any thoughts, let me know. And I wrote this down and it's out there as well. I've got a habit of writing things down at my main computer, and then they do complement each other nicely, don't they, Roz? Yeah. All right. So next week I was thinking of bringing in some of the older stuff. So something like tea bag folding, iris folding, maybe quilling, some quilling, and anything else like that that I can think of. So what are your thoughts on that? If I can have just a couple of thoughts on it. We can still, of course, use all the papers that we have here and all the rest of it. But yeah, that's just a thought for next week. If I don't do that next week, I'll do it later on. However, yeah. So if you've got any ideas on that, let me know. So we're going to have a great weekend. I'm going to work tomorrow. There is a chance that I'll be finished by 12. You've never heard of any of those? Okay. You might have seen me do some tea bag folding. I did some tea bag folding a while ago on here, but no tea bags are used. We should. And Roz, I've actually looked up Zoom. I've already got a Zoom account, but I'm thinking that 40 minutes probably wouldn't be long enough. So I'm having a look at which ones to deal with. We used to do it when COVID was on and we couldn't do Zumba, in the halls and what have you. We used to do our Zumba class online, but I think we may have cut it. You love quilling. You have done that. Yeah, it's quite, you know what, I might bring it in and we'll see how we go, and maybe do it for the first couple, and then the next two I'll do something different. but we'll just see. All right. Well, thanks so much. And I will see you all next week. All righty. Be safe, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Wait.
You saying bye? Bye. Bye. Don't say bye to me. I'm still here. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great time.